Would I be the asshole if I deleted my friend's engagement pictures? Don't look.
Sorry.
You little cheater.
I didn't look.
I'm going to get one of those privacy screens.
I was looking at the caption. I was reading as you spoke.
I don't trust you. I tried to be short. Sorry. English is my second language. I got married last fall. Where I live, fall means the trees are changing colors, so the wedding pictures are to die for. We didn't have a huge budget, so a friend of mine asked her friend if she could do it for me. I had seen some of her work, and she is really talented. Plus, she's a total sweetheart. The only thing is, for what she charges, and since it's more of a hobby, you'll get your pictures when you get them. Well, I got them, and now I need to know if what I'm about to do falls in asshole territory. A few days after my wedding, my friend announced to me that she was engaged. I was ecstatic and wanted to know everything. Turns out, she got engaged at my wedding. My brain gets out of its vegetative state, and I remember her table being way too excited at some point, but I blamed the alcohol. I wasn't thrilled about it, realizing then that she had basically not only gotten engaged at my wedding, but instead of hiding it and announcing it later, she announced it to our friends during the party. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I figured, whatever, it's not like I even realized what was happening. We did have a discussion about it, and she didn't seem to understand why I was upset until I put it into perspective for her, asking her how she would feel if I made a big announcement at her wedding, taking the attention away from her big moment. In my friend's mind, it's no longer the day I got married, it's now also the day she got engaged. On my dime. We eventually turned the page, and I thought it was over. Well, I've sort of been friends with my photographer since the wedding because of common interests. At some point, she point blank told me that now that we are closer, she feels comfortable asking me what to do with my friend's pictures because it makes her really uncomfortable. During the evening, the wedding party took a break to do a change, and during the time, my photographer was taking pictures of foliage and the venue. My friend apparently asked her to take pictures of her and her boyfriend. She didn't really see a problem since we weren't back yet and they were guests. That's until she realized they were engagement pictures. Some poses just don't leave place to interpret. So when she asked me what to do, that, accidents happen, I told her to just put them in a separate folder. Ever since, I've been thinking, what am I going to do with that folder? My friend has been asking about my wedding pictures periodically, but hasn't asked about her pictures specifically. It was easy when I didn't have them, but now I do. I've had them since April, and I know she will eventually come out of hiding now that COVID restrictions are loosened. I want to delete the folder since they are my property anyways, but I don't want to be a major asshole either. Before you say it, I do realize I haven't forgiven her at all, like I initially thought. And I wouldn't either.
I never really understood all of the etiquette of weddings at a younger age, but
don't wear white.
Yeah,
don't propose at someone's wedding.
As I got older, I found out that is definitely a
rude.
Yeah.
It's so fucking rude.
But here's the thing.
I would throw a fit. I would be so mad.
But here's the thing. The issue is between the friend, the other, these are two women, right?
Yes.
The issue is between the two girlfriends. So I'm assuming, possibly, I guess I don't know, but I'm assuming if it's traditional, that it was the male who asked for her hand in marriage.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is she supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like at that point, you just kind of have to be like, well, fuck it. She was so over the moon. Unless she plotted this, unless they were like, we're going to piggyback off of their photos and get some free photos.
That's where I draw the line. Because even if you had no idea your boyfriend was going to propose, you can keep it quiet. You can recognize my boyfriend had the worst proposal that he possibly could have had, because I think fucking doing it anywhere else would have been better. I think that's so tacky. Unless it's like something that the bride wants. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, some people are okay with it. I'm not one of those people, clearly. But some people do like to get engaged. Like, they find it almost heartwarming that their best friend got engaged at their wedding too.
Yeah.
So some people are into it. I am not. But I think if this was her friend and she wanted to have her, her friend have a great wedding, a great magical day, one, you keep it quiet. And two, you don't go out of your way to track down the photographer to take engagement pictures for you. You're not paying for that photographer.
Yeah.
That photographer is not there for your fucking needs.
But here's the thing is if it already didn't register in her brain that it was a red flag, then she's like,
Yeah.
oh, the photographer's right here. Let's take pictures.
Yeah.
You know, so if she would have realized that that wasn't okay from the start, then she probably wouldn't have.
She's a little clueless.
Yeah, it sounds like she's a little clueless.
The fact, though, that she's being sly about the pictures, though, she knows what she did now.
Yeah. But
Otherwise, she would just ask and be like, hey, you know, I fucked up and I did something even worse. And I actually had the photographer take some pictures of me.
I don't think she thinks it's fucked up. I think she's probably just
Then
feeling.
why isn't she just coming out right and asking?
Because she's probably a little bit nervous.
But why?
Because she doesn't know if she fucked up or not.
So if you have to question it, though,
Yeah.
if you're questioning it and you're being sneaky
Well, because
about
she already
it,
knows it's a touchy subject. So she's like, I would love to see those pictures. But
just come out and say it.
Yeah.
You already fucked up.
True.
You know your friend knows you fucked up because she's got the pictures.
Yeah.
She's going to see it.
yeah, true.
So just own it. You
True.
already fucked up. Own your mistake. That's going to play out better than being a
so-
little sneaky coward.
I don't know why this story is so funny to me. But so what would you end up doing? Would you delete the pictures?
No. So there is a comment on one of them that I absolutely love, and that is what I would do. I think in the heat of the moment, I might be like,
One click?
one click. But I think this is better revenge.
Ooh,
So I'll read the
let's
comment.
hear it.
Oh, wow. Not the asshole. You would be well within your rights to delete the photos. Announcing an engagement at someone's wedding is awful, but I would have been okay to let it go, like you. She might not have known a proposal was coming and they didn't announce it to the room at large. Your initial response to her was good, but the photographer thing is absolutely unacceptable. I think I'd keep her hanging. Let her see the photos you've chosen of your special day. Never mention hers. If she asks, you can then make her explain why she got your photographer, whose time you had paid for and allocated to take pictures that weren't about your day. You can choose whether to delete the photos or charge her for them, but hopefully she will be sufficiently embarrassed it will make her think, if not, I'm not certain I'd actually want her as a friend. And the next person goes, charge her for the photos. It was tacky to get engaged at a wedding, but extra shifty to ask for the photos on your dime. And that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fuck it. If you get your wedding photos cheaper and it was shitty, but it was at a time your photographer wasn't taking pictures for you directly, still fucking shitty and shouldn't be done. But hey, charge that bitch. And then basically you got your photos even more discounted.
Yeah.
I'm all for bargains.
Yeah.
I'm a
you are.
thrifty bitch.
You are.
So
Charger. Alejandro just told me that you bought a couple of purchases today to revamp them and resell them.
yeah, we put them on Justin's credit card. If anyone's in the market for a beautiful Gucci purse, I have one or two. But I'm trying to sell the one so then I can not feel so guilty about keeping the second.
Oh, you're keeping one. I didn't know that.
Potentially.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Keeping the purchase on Justin's credit card, or
I wouldn't do that to him. He thought about it though. He's like, I almost didn't show you because I was going to try to like sneakily buy it for like a big present. And I'm like, you should have. But no. Yeah, so I'd charge this bitch for her photos.
yeah, I think that's a great solution.
Yeah.
It's a great one because at the end of the day, she already did both things. She got engaged and she took the photos. And so, yes, if you just were to delete them, it feels almost, it feels a little petty.
Yeah, well, then you
Which
have
I-
to lie too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I never got them. And then that's on your conscience.
Or you
and
just
your
have to straight up be
karma.
like, yeah, I deleted them.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. So I kind of like that pettiness. It's just
Yeah.
like a very sophisticated, more of a logical way of being petty. Where it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? It was my photographer on my dime.
Yep.
If you want the photos of your engagement
You can pay.
that you had on my wedding day, which I found very disrespectful, pay up. Pay up.
Cough it up,
Cough it up.
motherfucker. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's the best response. Someone else goes,
I do feel bad though that it most likely wasn't her choice to get proposed in that moment.
But no boy would ever think, oh, let's go find the wedding photographer and make her take pictures of us too.
Yeah, true.
That was on her.
She was definitely culprit as well.
That was on her.
You're right.
So, yeah, you guys talk about proposal plans with your boyfriends if you guys feel that you're getting engaged. Like, some people truly don't care. Maybe this is just me being a weird type A weirdo. But, like, just make sure your boyfriend knows not to propose at someone else's wedding.
Yeah.
I think that's the one rule. Like, just, sweetie, make sure you don't propose at someone else's wedding. Or on a holiday. Or my birthday. Or in an important event that is celebrating me. Like, I saw a couple of people that got engaged at their graduation, and in the comments, people were like, seriously, bro, you couldn't let her have her fucking special day and propose tomorrow? Because it's like, that's her graduation. She just worked her ass off for that degree, and you're kind of stealing the thunder. Even though a proposal is also about her too.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But a graduation is so special, and you worked so hard. Just let her have her day. Propose tomorrow.
But all of her family would be there that day.
I don't want my family to see me get proposed to. They can have a party secretly after, waiting. I'll go celebrate after, but I want it to be like very intimate.
Yeah.
And just like a secret photographer hiding in the bushes, but
Yeah.
very intimate.
Same here.
Yeah.
I feel I would be way too uncomfortable.
You don't want an audience for your proposal. You just want it intimate and nice and, you know, about you as a couple and just very special. So don't do it like this guy did.